After a long couple days of travel, it was so nice to sleep in a little bit, sit by our little propane fire, fix a breakfast, and wake up in such a beautiful area. We were surrounded by trees and, well, lots of cows, and the colors were just beginning to change. Knowing that Matt and I had talked about the one wheel and how much fun it would be and how he really wanted one, I decided to go ahead and bring it on this trip, and we used it almost every day. This was one of the first times Matt had a chance to try it, and he was a natural. Even over the rocks and the rougher terrain, it was a blast. And I was quick to learn that our adventure partners on this trip loved cows. So we tried multiple times to feed the cows, but they more wanted to stare at us and keep their distance. But hey, it was worth a try, and there would be many, many more opportunities on this trip.
Hey, buddy.
Here. You want this?
Hey, buddy.
Oh yeah, and as for our little chipmunk friend, I don't know how many gigs of video I wasted and tons of pictures, but he was so cute and I just couldn't stop taking video. Eventually we set off for the day. We knew we'd be driving around the Vale's caldera all day, and it would probably be a long one, but we were excited to get out and see what there was to see. So how is it?
Good.
What'd you think of camp?
It was good.
We're gonna do the one-word answers again?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, last night we, as you saw, stayed at a really pretty campsite. It's one that we got from our friends over at Lifestyle Overland. If you're on their Patreon, which you should be, they have a lot of really awesome campsites and tracks, and that's what this is. So, I think there were prettier ones we could have done, but it was getting late, it was getting dark, so we decided to just hit a known good campsite, and it was gorgeous. It was absolutely beautiful. So we enjoyed sleeping in a little bit. Well, some people slept in. I woke up at 4 a.m. thanks to the difference in time zone. It happens. So anyway, enjoyed a pretty morning and quick breakfast and hung out around camp. Now we're on the trail. We're gonna make a quick stop at another campsite that overlooks the caldera. And yeah, just having fun on the trail. All good?
Yes.
Cool.
Somebody else stopped here to air down.
Did you find it?
A valve.
Nice.
They
Go,
probably
buddy.
were trying to find it.
course, a camera will never do it justice, but these large, head-sized rocks slowed us down a bit, but added a little bit of entertainment to our day.
Story of my life the past year.
True. After checking out this awesome view, we made our way to a second overlook where we planned on having lunch. This one overlooked the caldera on the other side of the mountains. On the way, we found a little bit of a ditch, kind of caught Sarah off guard. Luckily, we were able to stop, back up, and split the rut instead of trying to drive through it. No harm, no foul.
Back up.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. Such a sweet old gal.
What a view. So we're back at the caldera, just on the other side. So all the trails we've done today have kind of looped us around, and so now we're opposite side from the visitor center, and it's beautiful. We've been listening to elk. The view's incredible. The wind's a little strong, so it's making cooking a little bit difficult, but yeah, I can see why this is considered the epic campsite from Lifestyle Overland. It is absolutely incredible. Alright, I admit, it looks kind of like grub worms, but it's gnocchi from Trader Joe's. Every time we go to a Trader Joe's, we end up stocking up on their frozen stuff, and this gnocchi was awesome and super easy to reheat.
I was born to fuel this fire, yeah. Hold my breath and look up higher. Oh, take life by the horns. No, I won't let go. I was born to take it to the limit, yeah. Somehow I will find the way, yeah. 'Cause I was born and I was made. Unbreakable, unstoppable. I push to the edge and take it all. I'm born to be untamable. Go right to the edge and never fall. Born with the fire.
After a couple of jarring hours of bouncing down the road, we decided to take a quick break and found this really cool little valley. We were able to throw the drone up and just relax for a bit. Also, it was a good snack time.
From the dust and out from rubble, yeah. Iron steel, my bones won't crumble. No, no, no. Grabbing.
It wasn't long after that the road smoothed out and we were able to maintain a little bit better speed. When we got to the end of this trail, we came to a really cool little gas station that had everything you could possibly need. It had a miniature grocery store, a bunch of cast iron stuff. It had all the GSI products I think ever made, knives, hatchets, really cool little store. So we went through, got gas, hung out there for a little bit before we made our way back up into the mountains for our campsite for the evening. Oh yeah, and the dust out there was crazy. Both Matt and I changed our air filters and cabin filters a couple times on this trip.
Take it on. Take it by the horn. Don't let go. Climb to the top of the hill. 'Cause this is what I'm made for. I grab it by the horns. And I don't let go. Do the impossible. 'Cause this is what I'm made for. Unbreakable, unstoppable. I'm pushed to the edge and take it all. I wanna be untamable. Go right to the edge and never fall. To with the fire, I'm taking it higher. Unshakable, unstoppable. I'm pushed to the edge and take it all. Yeah. And I'll take it all. Take it all.
I've got to say, when it comes to pretty epic campsite views, this is hard to beat. And we made it before the sun went down. That doesn't always happen on our trips. It was a lovely place to have dinner, enjoy the sunset, and look over the valley. We knew there was civilization around, wasn't that far from the last road we were on, but you couldn't see any lights. It was beautiful. The stars were out. It was a great way to end a long day.